So glad you're back here with us.
I'm Reed Mahalko from readaboutsex.com.
I'm Kathy Bartoli from thrivingnow.com.
And we're here to invite you, for those of you who just feel insecure about jealousy, complex emotions just completely overwhelm you, and you lose all, any kind of savvy and social skills because you're just like swimming in a chemical, gut-wrenching pool of
It's a horrible feeling, and even if you're not the one feeling jealous, it can cause so much chaos.
Sure, if you're somebody who works with or is partnered to.
I have a coworker who I didn't realize before we did this work. I didn't realize that he was jealous and feeling insecure about his status in the company, and so it's so confusing to work with him because he would little things that I didn't understand where it was coming from. Once I got where it was coming from, I could just drop in a few words of affirmation because he's genuinely really good. He's very talented. I could say, wow, the work you did yesterday really was amazing.
Were his tentacles like inferiority and insecurity?
That seems to be, and it seems his love languages are words of affirmation. So I was able to use the love language I'd identified for him to help fill the need. And we'd get in these horrible fights before, and there was a lot of conflict, and he put me down. And I would leave our interactions feeling really bad.
So you're able to use his love language to turbocharge taking care of his needs.
Yes.
That's smart. Okay.
So, and it's been so much better. It still rears up every once in a while, but I'm getting faster and faster at going, oh yeah, he's feeling insecure. I can just remind him that he's really valued by the company. He does a great job. And it's amazing to watch his face go from really shut down to very open and engaged.
Wow. And imagine if you're in a love relationship with somebody or a family member, if you had that ability to help quell their emotional storms and the kind of intimacy and connection that gets to rebuild.
Or a child who's feeling very jealous and shut down. You get to teach them the skills that are going to take them through their entire life.
Oh my God. Like imagine all the emotional angst for those of you who feel jealousy and envy. Imagine all that angst that you've experienced over your lifetime. If you could teach, these skills to your kids or to another family member, and how much freedom that gives them for the rest of their lives. That's a huge gift. Yeah.
So we're offering this program. It includes some great concepts, some tapping. And it's 6 hours of teleclasses.
Yep, it's 3 2-hour teleclasses that will be recorded.
Yes.
So if you can't make the calls, you'll still be able to listen to the recordings. And even if you do make the calls, you can download the recordings and then listen to them over and over again.
Yeah. So we're really pleased with the information that's in there.
It's very exciting.
And you might be thinking 6 hours is a lot of time to deal with jealousy. But how many... Honestly, for me, one night that I've spent curled up in bed feeling just racked with jealousy and in pain and feeling insecure, I would have been so delighted if I'd spent that 6 hours.
You would have spent 6 months.
I would have spent a lot of money and a lot of time trying to... in fact, we did. We've both gone through a lot of research and time to develop these. Yeah. So I'm bringing it to you so you can streamline your process.
So these 3 calls, and what we're going to do is we're going to go into depth about the concepts that we've already been covering, go deeper into them, and then actually walk you through you figuring out which tentacles are your tentacles, or maybe your partner's tentacles that trigger jealousy and envy. And then we're going to break it down and go even deeper and have you figure out what are the needs that are attached to those that you can get met, and how you can get them fulfilled, not just from the people in your life, but from your community. And we have a workbook for that you'll be able to kind of listen to the calls and then go back and it'll walk you through your homework, basically, of self-discovery.
And homework, just so you know, when you hear homework, it's not scary.
It's like good homework.
It's
like
fun.
Homework.
It's like you're discovering yourself, and we'll make it very playful and fun because it's a difficult conversation.
Yeah.
So there's a cheat sheet that you can print out to give to your partner or your friends or put on your refrigerator so you can remember what's going on.
Yeah.
There's a workbook.
Yeah.
We're going to have a video on having a difficult conversation around jealousy with your partner.
So you can actually go to your partners and talk to them about jealousy, and if you're the one who's suffering from it, or if you have partners or coworkers that are the ones that suffer from
it. I think that video alone is worth the price of the series because, I mean, how much does marriage counseling or a divorce lawyer cost?
a lot.
And it's just painful. You guys don't deserve. You deserve to have so much more ease
Yeah.
in your lives.
So we might be able to save you some money and your marriage.
Yes, we're going to include a tapping guide. So if you're not familiar with tapping, don't worry, that's all covered. And we'll have PDF transcripts. So if you're someone who loves to just skim through or read through and highlight stuff as you listen or later, you'll have that.
Yeah, and if you're somebody who's not into tapping, because that's one of your specialties, don't worry. Like, I mean, I've been on other calls with you, and it's not like, oh my God, tapping's everywhere. And if you're somebody who loves tapping, or also somebody who's kind of into the law of attraction stuff, that's kind of your department. I'm going to let you handle that, and then I'll be I'm the non-tapper in the group.
So there's really good value to anyone on any side of the tapping, if you're familiar with tapping or not. And even if you're not a tapper, we invite you to try it. It's been made a really big difference in a lot of people's lives.
Yeah. Now, if you're somebody who's completely serious and hates humor, this is probably not the program for you, because I'm a little bit of a dork.
Yeah.
And there'll be some levity, because we realize that the power of comedy and humor in us working through really charged emotional stuff, like if you can't laugh at your plight sometimes, we're going to do a really good job to at least get you to crack a smile.
It's worth having fun. Life is short.
Yeah. Let's
play a little as we work through something that's really hard.
Absolutely. And one of the reasons we're creating this program is it doesn't really exist. This stuff I haven't seen elsewhere. I lecture all over the country about jealousy and relationship issues. And while there are some other people out there talking about jealousy, they're not talking about it this way. And those people come to my class. So we're just going to put as much juicy, useful information and load this up with bonuses for you, so that the price that we're charging, you're just going to be like, oh my God, what a deal.
Well, we really care. Our missions are to change how people live their lives. So, and our missions mesh really well there.
Yeah.
And we really do care about you living a better life. We invite you to try it too. There's a 30-day money-back guarantee, no questions asked.
Yep. If you're not happy, just let us know and we refund your money.
Yeah. So, we really think that it's worthwhile to go out there and get this right now. Is it one more? If you just spend one day with your relationship in this toxic soup of jealousy, or one more huge fight.
What if you could take that and reduce it by, even if you could just reduce that angst by like 20%? What if you can reduce it by 50%?
Yeah.
What if you could possibly have it so that the frequency that you experience jealousy, you minimize that to like maybe once a year, or 2 or 3 times a year that you feel it, and then you know what to do with it when it comes. So that you can interrupt it. Yeah.
Yeah. Don't spend one more day suffering through this.
We also have a surprise bonus.
We do. I love it. Reed has an amazing program about women who give too much. And one of the things that happens when we have when we're feeling very depleted, our jealousy is more easily triggered.
Yeah.
So he has a program, a 4-hour program.
Yeah. It's 4 different calls. It's basically designed for women who give too much. So if you're somebody who's always, trying to save your relationships or taking care of everybody, if you're a caretaker, and this also goes for men, because men, you could listen in on this too. If you're somebody who gives too much and has to learn how to say no powerfully and negotiate their boundaries and how to ask for what they want, which is all stuff I needed to learn. If you're a man or a woman, this program, which is I don't even know what I charge for that. It's like $97 or something. So. Yeah. Maybe I should charge more for that. That sounded really good.
Yeah.
If you're somebody who suffers from that stuff, or somebody, like if you want to gift it to your mom or somebody in your life, we're going to throw that in for free as a bonus, because it was so impactful in my life and changed my life, learning how to not give so much. And in being less depleted, I had more to give, which kind of sounds a little wonky, but it's totally true. That's a free bonus that for this program.
Yeah, and it can really help you get a handle on your jealousy as well. So we really hope you'll join us.
Yeah, and we hope you join us by clicking the button below. Really, 30-day money-back guarantee. This course might give you the freedom you've been longing for in your relationships. So please, come join us on the calls.
See you there.
Bye.